I've always found that making predictions with the tarot is really, really easy. It's an area that many tarot readers have a lot of problems. And one of the reasons why they have so many problems is the deck they're using and the spread they're using. Most beginners learn on the Rider-Waite deck and use the Celtic cross spread. Neither of them are designed to have astrology. If you read A. Waite's books on the tarot, he doesn't even include the astrology of the tarot cards. It's crazy. Why would you leave them out? And on his tarot cards, you don't have the signs of the zodiac or the planetary attributes on the cards either. It's just such a stupid thing. I don't know why people think that the tarot deck is any good. And the other thing is the Celtic cross spread doesn't have those kind of details that tell you how to read the cards and make predictions, because there's basically one future card and that's it. I think there's another one as well, but basically one future card. Now, with the way I read the tarot cards, I use Crowley's Thoth tarot deck, the right way up, doesn't really matter. And on all the tarot cards of the Thoth tarot deck, the astrological attributions are given, which makes it dead easy. If you're using the Celtic cross spread and you really want to learn how to develop your abilities through the tarot cards, I recommend my book, Beyond the Celtic Cross, written with Catherine Chapman. It's a brilliant book because it tells you how to take a Celtic cross spread and turn it into the techniques of card counting and elemental dignities that will transform the way you read the tarot cards. It is just amazing, just the difference that it makes. So get hold of this book. You can get it from me and I'll sign it, or you can get it from Kath Chapman's website at tarotelements.com, and just play around with these ideas because they make such a difference. So obviously, to tell the future, you need to use astrology, okay? It's as simple as that. Now, when I read the tarot cards and I spread the cards out in a spread like this, I can make predictions on 2 or 3 or even 4 different things that are in those cards. You can't do that on a Celtic cross spread because you just got one card in the future and that's it. Now, there's a few things you need to know about reading, telling the future with the tarot cards. The first thing is you can use the cards to identify when a particular thing is going to happen, but then you have to totally divorce the divinatory meanings that you've learnt about the cards for the prediction. For example, if you see the moon card, the moon is deception and all these kind of things, but that's for the period of Pisces. So you can't say that everything in that time of Pisces is going to be deception. Similarly, for Mars is the sign of the lightning struck tower. You can't say when, for Mars that everything's going to be total disaster, everything falls apart. That's ridiculous. Same thing goes to Venus. Not every woman's going to get broody and have babies on that card. So it's just using the cards as a way to mark the time or events when something will happen. Now, virtually all the tarot cards have an astrological attribution. But for this video, I'm going to keep things simple just by looking at 2 separate areas. Okay? The first is short-term predictions. What's going to happen in the next week, and on what day, and all these things. And also do it for the whole year as well. And obviously it's going to be done with tarot. So you need to know the planets, and you need to know the zodiac signs. Now, how many of you know the order and dates of all the zodiac signs? I bet you know your own. I bet you know maybe your parents, your partner, or your children, or maybe just lovers or something like that. But how many of you really, really know the timing and the dates of every single zodiac sign? You need to be able to do that. Okay? And for short-term things, the next week, the next days, how do you think we're going to do that? We're going to, I'm sure you know, that the days of the week are related to the planets. Sunday is Sun, Monday is the Moon, Tuesday is Mars, Thor, Thu, yes, it's the god Thu, isn't it? Yes. Wednesday is Wednesday, that's Mercury. Thursday, that's Jupiter. Freya's day is the goddess Freya, that's Venus. Saturday is Saturn. So you've got to know the cards that are related to those planets, and then you can make predictions as to what's going to happen on a certain day. For Sunday, you're going to use the Sun card, which is this one here. Okay, pretty simple, straightforward. Sun equals the Sun. For Monday, we use the Moon card, and for the Moon in Tarot, it's the High Priestess. Okay, remember, it's not the Moon card; it's the High Priestess. She is the Moon in the Tarot. For Tuesdays, we're going to use the Mars card, and the Mars card in the Tarot is the High Priestess. It's not the High Priestess; it's the Tower. Mars is the Tower. Okay, so on a Tuesday, things don't mean there's going to be total disasters on a Tuesday. It's just this card represents Mars. On a Wednesday, we're going to use Mercury. Mercury is the Magician, or the Magus card. Okay. Thursday is Jupiter, and Jupiter is the Fortune card. Friday is Venus, and Venus is going to be the Empress card. Okay? And Saturday is Saturn, which is the world in the Rider-Waite deck, or the universe card in the Thoth Tarot deck. So when you see the Saturn card, you don't think it's restriction and all those kind of things that go with it. You just see this card as a marker that tells you something could happen on Saturday. So, now we're going to look at the zodiac signs. You know your zodiac signs? Apart from your own? If you don't, we'll just go through them anyway. We start with, the first one is going to be Aries, of course. And for Aries, we use the Emperor card, okay? It's as simple as that, it's the Emperor card. It's that fire on there as well that kind of tells you. Now, Crowley kind of had this thing in the Book of Thoth where the star and the Emperor were reversed. But this card is still Aries and the Emperor. And the dates for Aries is March 21st to April the 20th. Okay? The next one, after Aries, comes Taurus. And the Taurus will be from April the 21st to about May the 21st, around about that time. So, and the sign for Taurus in the tarot cards is Hierophant. It's got this earthy kind of quality to the cards in there. You can see that. So after Taurus comes Gemini, and Gemini will go from the 22nd of May to around about June the 21st. The solstice, the summer solstice is that period, and that's Gemini. And for Gemini we use the Lovers. Okay, so there's the card for the Lovers, and that's the card we use for Gemini. The card for the next sign after Gemini is Cancer, and Cancer is the Chariot, and this runs from the 22nd of June to about the 22nd or 23rd of July. Okay, so there's a Chariot card. What comes after Cancer? Leo. Leo runs from around about the 22nd of July to around about 22nd or 23rd of August. There we go. That's the last card, or it's the Fortitude or Strength card that you find in the Rider-Waite deck. After Leo comes Virgo. Virgo, my sign, is around about the 22nd or 23rd of August to about the 21st of October, 21st of September. There's the Hermit card. Okay. So, what comes after Virgo is Libra. Libra runs from around about the 22nd of September to the 21st of October, and that's the period that leads up to the autumn equinox, or on the fall if you're in America, and that is the Justice or Adjustment card. Okay, you've got the balances. You can see there's a kind of good astrological kind of thing that the balance is in this card anyway. After that one becomes a scary one. So you have Scorpio. It's not scary if you are a Scorpio, but people have this problem because The card associated with Scorpio is the Death card. Did a video about that the other day. If this comes up, you have to sort of think: are events relating to the time of Scorpio, which is the 22nd of October to around about 22nd, 23rd November. So see this card as just Scorpio sometimes. Nothing scary about that. It's because you're kind of insulting all Scorpios, unless of course they want to be seen as scary. After Scorpio we have Sagittarius, and Sagittarius runs from about the 22nd or 23rd of November to the December 22nd, something around there. We have the Art or Temperance card, okay? And after that, we have another scary card that people have a bit of a problem with, but get over it. It's Capricorn. And Capricorn card associated with it is the Devil. Okay, again, just like Scorpio, it's purely a card that tells you it's related to Capricorn. So it's kind of a joke in this as well, of course, because Jesus' birthday, December 25th, makes him a Capricorn. So still understand this, that the Devil card in this situation, when you're doing timings, it purely tells you something's going to happen in that period around the 21st of December to the 21st of January. We're nearly at the end. So what's the next one? Aquarius. And Aquarius is going to be a really beautiful card, the Star card. Okay? And Aquarius runs from around the 21st of January to February the 18th, 19th. It's a funny thing because of course February is a shorter year. And the final sign, again, another scary card for a lot of people, the Moon. And the Moon relates to Pisces. Okay? It's a pretty simple thing. Pisces is the Moon. Not the Moon is a high priestess when you're doing the planetary days of the week. So this is the Moon card. It runs from about the 22nd of February to 21st of March. And that brings up a complete cycle for the cards. So you really need to get these cards into your head. It's much easier on the Crowley cards, on the Rider-Waite deck, on the Thoth deck, because they have a little symbol at the bottom which tells you the symbol. And you need to know the symbols as well. So here's your opportunity. Even if you are using a Celtic cross spread, if that card comes up in the future, it can mean it's a timing card that tells you what's going to happen next, or when it's going to happen. So, if you don't know your zodiac signs, please learn them. If you're not sure about the days of the week, I'm sure you know the days of the week, but do you know the planets associated with the days of the week? Get them into your head. In the next video, we will look at how you can refine and use shorter periods to make your predictions a little bit more accurate than you might expect.